The second problem was, again, I see we had a very quick mention here. I'm gonna finish with this very quickly, so we have a lot of time for the replays. Let's see. So you go to this guy, you started modulating, and the car is wiggling, like gets angle, lowers angle, gets angle, lowers angle. Then he overcooks it. And he goes to a wheel lock. Look, it looks like he has control, but at the same time, as we spoke, this is a section where it's like a manji, you know, it's not a straight, but it's really like a manji. You come up, you start to drift straight, you go through the first inner clip, then you do a transition again on this, like almost like a straight to the second inner clip, then you go to the right, and you have to go to the wall. So he went to 90 degrees almost, and I think he washed off crazy amount of speed, which
Yeah.
yeah, he did. I think this is a mistake on his part. You guys are doing great, but I think he did a bit of a goofy transition there, like by accident or whatever. Um, and this put you in a spot where you have to brake hard. So this screwed you over, and you started braking. Oh crap! Like I'm gonna slam into him, and then the car whipped very aggressively because you washed off this speed, and this inertia just snapped you to the opposite side when you did the transition, and now you're very tight. So he screwed your line, and you could have probably recovered a bit with the clutch kick to keep going, you know, shallowed up as the car here transitions. So like you will, what you're gonna do is like he screws you over, like shallowed up, and you shallowed up, you caught to him, and you're braking, then you remove the brake. You shouldn't have done that, but you could have definitely shallowed up, get close to him, turn a little bit left because this car is very aggressive, slight mini handbrake, like pop the handbrake again and get close to him. And do this when you settle the car, you go back to the consistent braking because you're way faster than him. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
So you will most of the time when you're chasing, you'll be using the handbrake to just settle the car, especially if you're faster than the guy. You have to be like just doing super quick mini popping handbrakes, like the handbrake gas, handbrake gas, handbrake gas, like just making sure the car still stays sideways and is settled because of how hooked up you are. And when you slow down next to these guys, you know this car needs a lot of gas to lose all this grip on the rear, otherwise it's gonna snap on you. This is how gripped up you are. Just look at the difference between these guys and the car, the tune that you're using. So you were using the one of the tunes that I made, like the smooth. Was it the smooth one? Like, is it the grippiest one?
Yeah,
Or
the
what is it?
smooth side grip.
Okay.
This one worked. So I didn't really have this situation again on this track, but I did try, like, I made a mistake on another track where I transitioned too early and it put me on the inside, and I did handbrake and it put me back online. So this one worked.
With this guy to go next to him on the. Oh, sorry, I didn't pay attention that way.
Well, so like, I didn't have that situation again, but when he over angles and it messes me up, I'm offline. And you told me the handbrake to get back on the right line.
Yeah.
So yeah, like right here.
Yeah, this is where like just pop a very quick handbrake, settle the car. It's gonna angle, like give you a bit of this angle. It's gonna get to the, for this car, how I tuned it, it's just gonna get into the angle that you usually drive, you know, this big angle, and it's gonna settle there. It's like the car is gonna locked in, then you go back on the gas on your way. You will still get super close next to him. Just look how when you go on the gas, look how much you're just flying towards him. So pop the handbrake a bit earlier, go slightly very gently on the brakes to make sure the car stays settled, and also when you approach him, because you're just flying, like look at this, you're flying, bro. Make sure you have a little bit of brakes so that you slow yourself a bit down and keep everything, you know, nice and smooth, consistent while you're coming next to him. So the handbrake is gonna keep you steady, it's gonna lock the car in place, and you wanna just slight brake just to make sure you're equalizing the speed, because there's a big difference. Like if you see how fast you're going next to him, like you could guess how much of a speed difference there is.